get started here in just a little bit. Um, to start this thing off, I'm going to import the beat before I do anything else because for this particular session, I received the track outs after we recorded. So on this stream, I'll actually have to mix the beat for this song. And I kind of mixed it in a way with the 2 track, but you definitely get a way cleaner mix when you have the stems as well. So I'm not mixing without the stems because I can get a cleaner end result. Things won't be as hot um, or distorted or anything like that because I can make sure I have enough headroom to begin with. I know what is these stems are called? Something like calling. So let me see where that say that it's called call. Actually, that's the name of this beat. So call stems. Let's see. Let's import that. Y'all can definitely chat with me in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me good as well. And the chat box should be popping up soon too. Diverse sessions. I think I moved this to another hard drive. So let's see. Again, first I'm just importing the stems for this beat or the wave files. Looks like, unfortunately, the producer did not name these. So I gotta import it. And look like I'm gonna have to name each track. Let me know where y'all watching from. I gotta share this on Instagram too. And drop some in the chat. If you're in the chat, let me know. Let me know. YouTube, can you hear me good on YouTube? I gotta send myself something real quick. Yes, yes, yes. All right, normally on the new track import, I'll hit, well, on the audio import for the stems, I'll hit new track or any import. Normally I do new track just so it could drop it in and create those tracks for me automatically. As you can see, it's a whole lot of tracks. So because the producer did not name this, thank God I know the BPM already, but I have to go through and play each instrument and name it myself just so I can be well organized within this session. So I'm going to solo each instrument and just name it based on what I think it is. It's kind of a reverse sample. So I'll just name it rev sample. Okay, let's see what this is. In this section, that's clearly a hi-hat. Oops, I hit my mic a little bit. A lot of times I like to sort of do some panning as I go through the session while I'm organizing stuff. Let me see. I probably can do some gain staging as well, which is just making sure everything is at a decent level, but not too loud, not too low. All right, let's see what is track number 3. That's a clap. So I'm gonna left click her, name it clap. What's instrument number 4? I think that's a kick. Normally you can tell based on the waveform of a kick. This looks like a sub. Number 5. Yep. Let's see what number 6 is. Let me know if y'all got questions in the chat. This is only in this section, so what's crazy is that instrument is so low I didn't even know it was there. So I'm gonna turn up the gain on it, and I'm turning up the source. I'm not turning up the faders because you don't want to start by messing with faders. You want to adjust the gain on things, at least starting out with the source of the instrument. So that's like a low saw. I think it is used to complement the bass in this track or the sub. Let's see what instrument number 8 is. Normally I don't gotta take time to do this because the producer would name it in some kind of way, but right now, for whatever reason, the tracks are just numbers, so I gotta name them so that I can have an organized session before I even start mixing. Let me turn off some of these so I can hear this instrument. Oh, it's a guitar. Alright, let's see what instrument number 9 is. It barely looks like it's there, but I'm gonna turn it up. Wow. Let's see what this is. It's like some kind of shaker. It's like a metal shaker. So I'll just name it metal shaker. And I'll probably keep it kind of low. Let's pan this somewhat up the middle, but not quite, because I definitely don't want that in the way of the lead vocal. Yeah, that's cool. This barely has any volume, so I have no idea what this instrument is either. Let's see. It's another guitar. That's probably some type of electric guitar. So I'll name it that. What's this? It's a piano for sure. I'll just name it dark piano just in case it's another one. Even if it's not another one, it still help with identifying what it is. Let me check this chat. Okay, no, nothing in the chat. Did I miss? So cool. Let me know if y'all got questions. It's definitely a high guitar. What's this one? Snaps. Snaps definitely sort of going up the middle. And I'm clicking this. Let's see, let's make sure you can see it. I'm using this to link the faders here, or to link the pan knobs, and to invert them. So anything that I change on the left or the right side, it'll affect the other side going in the opposite direction. That way it helps with not having phase issues and things like that. Yeah. Let me create a little more space with those by panning them not exactly in the middle, because I really want the lead vocal to sit there. Background vocals will pretty much surround that. Let's see what instrument 14 is. Mm-mm. 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 What's 15? Gotta turn this more way up. Okay, it's in this section. What's this? Hold on. Let's turn that stuff off. Oh, okay. So these are kind of some fast hi-hats. And what I'll do is move these up here, because I also like to make sure that instruments that are in sort of the same sound group, I always mix those um, together in a certain order. I like to have things just well organized, because it's easy to get the mix done when I know what I'm looking at. Let's see. Am I missing any more instruments? Dang. There's still 3 more. Okay, what's this? Turn it way up just so I can see. This is like another reverse sample. So reverse sample 2. I'll move this up to the other reverse sample and bring it way back down. You want the instruments to be heard, but you don't want anything overpowering the next thing. Alright, so that's like a transition effects. And then, last but not least, what's this last sound here? Open hats. And those sort of have a nice pan on them already, so I'll just move those to where the rest of the drums are. Now, in Pro Tools, I can select my whole drum group by holding down Shift. Let's make sure I'm not leaving anything out. Nope. Okay, cool. And definitely be in the habit of saving stuff. So I'm holding Shift down, and I'm going to select, double click on the left side of each track so that I can color code these tracks that I have selected. This way I know all of the tracks in this color group are drums. Normally I go with something like orange, or like this ugly orange yellowish look for drums. I don't know why. And then what I'm going to do is continue to hold Shift and hold the Alt button as well. Go to new track, and I'm going to create an aux channel specifically for the drums. So this is going to be my drums bus. Make sure it's in stereo format. Make sure it's aux input, time-based samples, and name it according to what it is. So now my drum bus is created, and this will control the overall sound to my drums. Um, Now I can do the same thing for anything that is sort of like a string instrument or just not a part of the drum group. Hold shift, select top to bottom the tracks that I want to affect, and then hold shift and alt to change the output to a new track, which will be the strings bus. And I do all of this really to have control over what I would like to affect. Let me color code these real quick just for organization. And I'll make these like that purple color. The color really don't matter as much as the control. All right, so now anything that's sort of like a string is going directly to the strings bus. Let me know if y'all got any questions so far. Um, and then now that I have the bus created for the strings as well as for the drums, I'm going to put those two near each other. Select the two buses that are only for instruments and change the output of these. I don't think I have a track already created on this session for just the instrumental. So, okay, cool. I don't. So I can show you how to do that as well. So I'll select these two buses and go to new track. And I'm holding down shift and alt while I do this. Go to new track, stereo, aux input samples, and this is going to be my instrumental bus. Or I'll just put INSTR bus. That way I'm controlling the whole instrumental with this bus if I add anything to it. All right, so I'm going to mute the entire strings bus for now. And let me mute these vocals as well. Later, I'll get into the vocals. All right, here we go. And normally, I don't really mix with a limiter on, so I'll turn that off. The limiter is basically what makes everything loud at the end, or it basically creates a brick wall that um, no audio could pass when you set a certain level. It's kind of like compression, but it works a little bit different. So I will start with the kick. Normally, I try to make sure the kick and the snare are hitting where I want them to hit before I do anything else. So I'm starting with the kick, and let me make sure that these. Okay, cool. They can still be heard. All right, so I'm soloing the kick. I gotta turn this up just a little bit because that's the only thing I got playing, and I don't have it turned up super loud. I automatically know that um, I want this kick to hit in the same range as the lead vocal. Now I might spread the lead vocal or the kick just a little bit. Sometimes I like to do this, like sort of spread the kick a little bit, so it's not interfering with anything else. So I may push it out to 5 or 10, as far as the width of it, just so that the kick sounds a little bit fatter, like for people listening in headphones or even in the car. It's not only hidden in the middle, but it's hidden a little bit wider, so that audio spills into the left and right just a little bit, and it makes more room for the lead vocal. So let me let a little bit more play. Let's go to this section. Okay, I'll go from the beginning. So with the kick, you don't really want the audio of it to spill over into other parts of the mix if it doesn't have to. So I'll grab an EQ, like the Pro Q3. Make sure that the audio from the kick is not in any kind of way spilling over into frequency ranges that it doesn't need to be in. So I could do a high cut on this just to ensure that like no audio artifacts are going into the frequency range that maybe the lead vocal needs to sit in or another instrument. I can do the same thing with the lowest end of it. Because if I got a sub, the sub would make up for that anyway. And my kick might sound cleaner if I take out those unnecessary frequencies. Okay, that sounds fine just for now. If I want this kick to boom a little more, have more of that knocking sound, I can add to it now that I've taken away frequencies that I don't want. So let's try R bass for the sake of what I'm explaining. All right, so with R bass, I can choose the frequency that I want to affect to just add some harmonies and more low boom to this kick and not affect the entire kick. I can also change how intense what I'm adding is. So let's see. That's with it. That's without it. So when you really want to add some knock to it, you could do it this way or you could do it with EQ, but I would rather use plugins that are more specific to bass. It just makes my job a little easier. I like how that sounds for this particular track. If you add more on higher frequencies, then it cut through better on smaller devices or like devices that are not heavy on the audio side of things, like phones or computers, laptop speakers, and things like that. Um, Earphones or headphones. You want to add a little bit to the higher range, but for the more bassy devices like club speakers or like studio monitors or home theater, you want to add to the lower frequencies because, and I like to try to find kind of a good medium for both because I don't want the phone to not be able to hear the kick or for it to just be like way too boomy on the low end, especially the kick because I want it to cut through. So I try to find a good medium between the two. And for now, I think that's cool. I'll make more adjustments later on it as I hear the need for it. All right, so now I'm gonna bring in the sub because the sub lots of times needs to have a good audio relations to the kick. Okay, I think the sub could afford to be heard a little bit more. turn up the sub. And it's also good to have your 2 track available so that you can sort of mix it in a way that the producer went for, but make it cleaner and better. Like, I think I'm gonna make the kick hit a little harder. But I'm gonna make sure that sub can be heard and felt as well because I couldn't really feel it in the producer's mix, but I don't want to take away from it being there. I just think bass is meant to be felt in a way. So I'm gonna use max bass. I actually like this preset that Ken Lewis recommended just to start with. It's called Dies Bassum. And you can use presets as a starting point, but don't just throw the preset on there and call it a day. Okay. You can mix some of the original bass back in. With max bass, also, you can change how much it is affecting the low end. So if I change the harmonics here on the high pass filter, the sharper it is, the more it works for um, devices, like I said, that are not particularly made as audio devices like cell phones and laptop speakers and stuff. You can also change the frequency that it's affecting. But um, the wider you make this range, as far as the high pass filter, the less the low frequencies will be cut off. So it's going to affect lower frequencies as well, which is good for like the home theater style stuff or club speakers and things like that. Or if you want to feel more of the low end. If you cut it off too much, it'll react more so as if it's trying to affect a kick. But for a sub, you kind of want it to be boomy. I'm gonna take out some of the original bass. I like how that feels. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the next section. Let's see. We got this low saw here that could just be mixed in. I do want that to be heard and sort of felt throughout the parts that it's on. So I'm going to hold the option button and drag Pro Q down to this as well. Let's reset it to factory. And with this being a bassy instrument, you can cut off, not a low cut, you can cut off the high end just so that those frequencies don't interfere with anything else. Okay, cool. That's good. Let's see. Let's listen. That kick might be a little bit too heavy. But that's after adding plugins to it. So now you can see that it's hitting way harder. It's hitting the zero. And I don't want it to be hitting the zero because I need headroom when I'm mixing so that once it gets to the mastering stage, I have enough headroom to actually make it louder without distorting everything. But the bass still is hitting. Let's see, hi-hat. I'm gonna bring in that snare in a second. I like where the hi-hat's sitting at. They pretty low, but they still could be heard. Let's bring in the snaps. The snaps ain't in this part of the song. Okay, cool. I get it. But they are here. So let's go to this section. Let's see. What about these claps? I want to bring in the primary percussion that's going to be behind the vocal. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to pan these as if I was working with a snare. Turn them down just a little bit. These fast hi-hats. I could turn these down. It's really ear candy. And I can use stock EQ on these because all I'm really doing is taking out the low end on these hi-hats just because it's not needed. Don't need to interfere with anything else. The cymbals are so low that it ain't gonna affect nothing anyway. Same thing can happen with these hi-hats, so I'm using Alt to drag down the same EQ. The volume is kind of loud on them, so I couldn't hear what it was at first. So let me bring them down. It already got some panning happening. That's how the producer exported it. That's fine. Okay, so I like where all of the drums are sitting right now. Let's see. Snaps can afford to come up. Alright, so now let's add in the other instruments. Oh, I got the strings muted. Unmute. I can pan those and make different adjustments to those. Now that I got the drums kind of sitting where I want them. This piano can afford to come up. That high guitar a little too loud. You can also use reverb to push things into its own space. So I'll do that now with the high guitar. I'm muting the drums. I'm gonna use the synths here. I need to unmute the reverb here. And mute his backgrounds too. So I'm going to use reverb to push this back some, and I'll use it on the synth so that I can control how much reverb I'm sending through this high guitar, or adding to this high guitar. And that's really just to push it back kind of behind other instruments. Now I'll play everything.
No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the whip, they stirring daily. These other brothers wishing they was with you, baby. We credits from your exes got them going crazy.
Now I kind of mixed the vocals on this before today. But I'm still going to kind of break down what I did and replace a few plugins as well, because I did mix it only to the 2-track slightly, but not in a complete sense, really just in a way that it would be pleasant for playback for the rough mix. So I'm going to start with the EQ. What I did was shaved off frequencies that were not needed in this vocal, especially for the lead, because you want the lead to be clean. And so I took off a lot of the bottom end so the vocal wouldn't be muddy. I shaved off the top a little bit so that the top frequencies in the vocal won't be like ear piercing either. A lot of people like to boost a lot on the top end to start with, but you don't want to mess up the vocal by cutting out too much of the low end or too much of the top end. So at the end of the day, definitely use your ears, because if you take out too much of the low end, the vocal can start to sound super thin as well, and you don't want to mess up the character of the voice.
I'm in love with you.
And I like visual EQs like this that really show me where the sound is actually coming in.
I'm in love with you. I'll ride for you. You're
Like,
the truth.
for the
Call you
most
my
part, you can
bed.
see that he really doesn't have a lot of vocal character coming in on the low end anyway. So we want to take out that unwanted stuff that might be a part of the room, or it might even be like mouth sounds or just unwanted low muddiness in the voice that you could hear if you don't cut it out. It's unnecessary.
I'm in love with you. I'll ride for you. You're the truth. Call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie.
That's the Waves Renaissance EQ with 6 bands. But I would prefer to use something like Pro Q or Kirchhoff by Plugin Alliance to do the same thing.
I'm in love with you. I'll ride
But
for
it's just
you.
more control.
You're the truth. Call you
Less
my
CPU
Betty
heavy
Boo.
too.
I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde.
So
We
I'm gonna double
true.
click here
No limits in this game. It's all
and
for
go
you.
to
I pull up
low
in the.
cut.
I'm in love with you. I'll ride for you. You're the truth.
And then I could change the slope to make it a sharper cut, because I literally don't need anything that is beyond the frequency range that the vocal is really coming in on.
I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the, I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you.
And then this is how you can find like problem frequencies if you have any in a recording. So what I'll do is turn on this it's basically a band solo option in the Pro Q. It's in other EQs as well, but you can sweep the vocal to see if you hear any weird noises or any weird feedback that just may have been from the room or from their vocal type or from like their proximity to the microphone, which could be too close or too far back too. So let's see.
I'm in love with you.
A lot of people do boost when they do this, but anything that you boost is probably going to start sounding bad.
You the truth, call you my
You can
Betty
do it, it
Boo.
works.
I die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the, I'm in love with you, I ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true.
Like this side sound
No
kind of a little
limits in this
funky,
game, it's all
so
for
I
you.
can just
Pull
pull
up
this
in the,
down
I'm in love with you,
using the gain.
I ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game,
Just
it's
to
all.
dip out problem frequencies.
I'm in love with you.
And anytime you cut something, it's going to boost something else or give that perceived sound. So you don't want to cut too much or boost too much either.
I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the, I'm in love with you. I'll ride for you, the truth. Betty Boo, I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the, I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this.
Alright, and then for de-esser, I'm using the Waves R de-esser, but I'm going to put my favorite on there, which is by Massey, because it can do a lot without me having to do a lot. So, all I'm gonna do is
I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you.
the S's
You're
as
the
they come
truth,
in.
call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you.
And that sounds pretty clean to me. You can change the frequency that you affect here, or you can just not push it extremely hard, and you can still get the sound that you need. If you really find that it's not catching the S's, then I would change the frequency, but I rarely have to do that. So I like a de-esser that can give me the sound I want, and I don't have to deal with it too much. The C4 is what I use to compress. And actually, I started this with a Wavy Wayne template originally, but although the C4 sounds good, sometimes when you find new tools, you got to use them just to get a better end result. And sometimes with different plugins and different plugin companies, somebody may release a plugin that'll give you a higher quality output than what you had access to before. So it's always good, especially for something that's not final yet or finalized. It's always good to implement new tools in the process before you actually finalize things. Wow, I gotta activate this mug. Let's see. I'm online. Let me activate this. just so you see I'm actually activating this plugin. It's actually a multi-band compressor, which the C4 was as well, but I like things that'll give me a lot of control. So let me just kind of make this window a little smaller and let's play it.
I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the, I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the, I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo.
So I see they got the typical, the input knob, the threshold, the ratio here. The ratio basically is telling the compressor how much to compress. The threshold is telling it, okay, when the vocal or the volume of whatever the source is goes above this level, that's when you start compressing. The need determines how hard the compressor reacts, and the range determines how much it's kind of digging down into the audio to give you a more compressed sound.
I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you.
With R&B, you want a smoother knee. With rap, you might want a harder knee so that it's kind of more like reacting fast and compressing a lot quicker once it goes above that hard line. But with singing vocals, you want things to be a lot smoother. So this knee, I believe, is acting similar to attack. And with attack for rap versus singing, you want a slower attack. But with singing, you want a slower attack with singing. You want a faster attack with rap so that it can compress faster.
I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the, I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the, I'm in love.
What I'll do now, since I have these plugins pretty much replaced for the lead, and I'm literally only replacing these because the second track here is where he punched in at. So I am just making sure that the audio matches, and you hold Alt down to drag down plugins with the same settings. RVox is just a compressor for a little more control at the end of the vocal.
I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game.
I do have the leads going to a leads bus, similar to how I did with the instruments. And for my leads, I do like to pan those up the middle and spread out the background vocals. As you can see, background vocals are panned out to 100 left and right, as well as 47 and 45 left and right. All of the background vocals don't have to be panned hard left and right because you want to create some depth and kind of do it in a way that mirrors a pyramid, if you can visualize that.
I'm in love with you.
But now that I pan the vocals straight up the middle, they sound a little louder. So I'm going to turn them down with the Lindell 50 channel from Plugin Alliance.
I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the whip, they stirring daily. These These others wishing they was with you, baby. Regrets from your exes got them going crazy. But now she not an option for you, she my lady. My lady. I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody but baby girl.
Let me know if y'all got any questions so far.
We true, no limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the whip, they stirring daily. These others wishing they was with you, baby. It's all for you. I pull up in the whip, they stirring daily. These others wishing they was with you, baby. Regrets from your exes got them going crazy.
Let me see.
These others wishing they was with you, baby. Regrets from your exes got them going crazy. But now she not an option for you, she my lady. My lady.
Yeah, sometimes you want to work with the artist to help them on their timing as well.
Option for you, she my lady. My lady.
Just to smooth things out. Now we do help artists when we record them. We help them with their timing during a session, but sometimes you notice that things may be a little off. So you just nudge it or move it to where it needs to be.
Option for you, she my lady. My lady. I don't want nobody but baby girl. I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the whip, they stirring daily. These others wishing they was with you, baby. Regrets from your exes got them going crazy.
And this is a little louder than the stuff before.
For you. I pull up in the whip, they stirring daily. These others wishing they.
So I'm gonna consolidate this by holding Option Shift. Actually, what I'll do is just turn it down a little bit because I can do that. And to make smaller increments, you want to hold the command button on Mac. I think it's Control on PC.
No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the whip, they stirring daily. These others wish.
Matter of fact, let me turn these stabs and ad libs off just to make sure it's not perceived as loud or louder on the lead when it's just background things that have been added that make it sound louder on their part.
No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the whip, they stirring daily. These others wishing they was with you, baby.
These parts are actually louder. So I'm using Alt-Shift-3 to consolidate and make this just one file that I can pretty much adjust. So let me turn that down. Let's see what it sounds like.
This game is all for you. I pull up in the whip, they stirring daily. These others wishing they was with you, baby. Regrets from your exes got them going crazy.
That's a little loud, so hold command. I'm gonna turn it down.
Others wishing they was with you, baby. Regrets from your exes got them going crazy. But now she not an option for you, she my lady. My lady.
But now she not an option, it could come in a little bit sooner. So I will nudge that to the left to make it hit sooner.
Regrets from your exes got them going crazy. But now she not an option for you, she.
A little bit sooner, maybe. Let's see.
Regrets from your exes got them going crazy. But now she not an option for you, she my lady. My lady.
Let's see, let's play it back from here.
You baby, regrets from your exes got them going crazy. But now she not an option for.
Just a little sooner.
Your exes got them going crazy, but now she not an option for you. She my lady, my lady. I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody but baby girl. Me and you against the whole world. I'll ride for you, baby. I'll die for you.
Now, normally I like to also mix the EQ. I normally like to mix the vocals for the lead and the hook similarly, but I add different effects and I pan them differently as well when it comes to the hook versus the verses. So, and I believe I'm controlling the pan overall on these. Yep, through the buses. So the hook is pan out wide and the leads are going up the middle.
Lady, I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody.
Which that's way louder now with similar settings. So let's change that.
Lady, I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody but baby girl. Me and you against the whole world. I'll ride for you, baby. I'll die for you.
And let's use Alt to drag these plugins down to also where he punched in at on the hook. Play it.
I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody but baby girl. Me and you against the whole world. I'll ride for you, baby. I'll die for you. I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody but baby girl. Me and you against the whole world. I'll ride for you, baby. I'll die for you. I'd do anything for you. Girl, don't you worry, I got you. You get my attention, it's all on you. Feel like a new dimension when I'm with you. We level up, this level up is like a drug. We stepping up, we never stuck, we pop the clutch. It's me and you, we. I do anything for you. Girl, don't you worry, I got.
Now, because the second verse is sounding a little drier than the first, what I'll do is add some effects that will pretty much complement the whole lead vocal sound. Let's see. I think a doubler could do it, but I'll add maybe some modulation or a harmonic plugin. Let's see. Let's just add air chorus. And you don't want to leave it as is because it's going to sound like a lot if you do that. So just
I do anything.
mix it in. All right, let's see.
I do anything for you. I do anything for you. I do anything for you. I do anything for you.
Yeah, that don't sound as dry anymore.
Girl, don't you worry, I got you.
But I need to affect the lead on the punch in as well, so I just held Alt to bring it down to that track too. Let's see. Turn it down just a little bit.
Girl, me and you against the whole world. I'll ride for you, baby, I'll die for you. I do anything for you. Girl, don't you worry, I got you. You get my attention, it's all on you. Feel like a new dimension when I'm with you. We level up, this level up is like a drug. We stepping up, we never stuck, we pop the clutch. It's me and you, we always win, we never lose. And I promise to keep it real with you, baby. I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody but baby girl.
Now this part in the background could use some effects on it as well.
And I promise to keep it real with you, baby.
But pushing it back with the reverb will help too, so it has more of a background sound.
And I promise to keep it real with you, baby.
Yep. I'm going to use the spread plugin by DJ Swivel, which is going to turn this into a stereo track, but it works out for this vocal.
And I promise to keep it real with you, baby.
It sound a lot bigger.
And I promise to keep it real with you, baby. I don't want nobody but.
Let's see. Let's push it out all the way out to the sides.
And I promise to keep it real with you, baby.
Yep, that sounds good, but it's just too loud. So let's bring it down with the output right here. Because you want background vocals or anything that should sound more backgroundish. You want to put it in the background. Oh, snaps. I almost clicked the wrong button. Okay, here we go.
And I promise to keep it real with you, baby. And I
Alright, so let's see what that sounds like. Because I did put it on all these ad-lib tracks. But it may sound good. And if not, I'll just move those to different tracks.
I'll ride for you, baby, I'll die for you. I do anything for you. Girl, don't you worry, I got you. You get my attention, it's all on you. Feel like a new dimension when I'm with you. We level up, this level up is like a drug. We stepping up, we never stuck, we pop the clutch. It's me and you, we always win, we never lose. And I promise to keep it real with you, baby. I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody but baby girl. Me and you against the whole world. I'll ride for you, baby, I'll die for you. I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody but baby girl. Me and you against the whole world. I'll ride for you, baby, I'll die for you.
Yeah, this one sounded pretty good. I'm gonna do one last playback, and then I'm gonna have to hit y'all with another part for this particular song. I really had to take a lot of time to name these instruments and things like that though, and kind of mix that because the producer didn't name the instruments, so that took some time away from the time that I had available to actually stream how to mix this particular type of song. But like I said, I do plan to do another part of this song, so y'all will get another live stream soon. And let's do this last playback. Let me know what y'all think.
I'm in love with you, I'll ride for you. You're the truth, call you my Betty Boo. I'll die for you, Bonnie and Clyde, we true. No limits in this game, it's all for you. I pull up in the whip, they stirring daily. These other others wishing they was with you, baby. Regrets from your exes got them going crazy. But now she not an option for you, she my lady. My lady. I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody but baby girl. Me and you against the whole world. I'll ride for you, baby, I'll die for you. I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody but baby girl. Me and you against the whole world. I'll ride for you, baby, I'll die for you. don't you worry, I got you. You get my attention, it's all on you. Feel like a new dimension when I'm with you. We level up, this level up is like a drug. We stepping up, we never stuck, we pop the clutch. It's me and you, we always win, we never lose. And I promise to keep it real with you, baby. I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody but baby girl. Me and you against the whole world. I'll ride for you, baby, I'll die for you. I don't want nobody but baby girl. I don't need nobody but baby girl. Me and you against the whole world. I'll ride for you, baby, I'll die for you. I just thought you needed to know. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, nobody but you. Nobody but you, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you like how this mix is coming along so far, let me know in the comments. And I guess it'll be a part 3 coming soon because I do want to make sure I finish walking y'all through how I even did the background vocals on this, and just other things that can be added to really finish off the mix and go into the mastering process. So that's the end of this live stream. I hope that y'all was able to actually learn something from it, and I'll see y'all next time. All right, peace.